On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Credential.
To provide someone with certification or verification of their qualifications, usually in a particular field or profession. Noun, a document attesting to the truth of certain stated facts.
Examples:
Credential themselves by showing their registration. Teaching credential. To get the job, I need to credential my experience and education.
Coronavirus.
A large family of viruses that can cause illness in humans and animals, which name comes from the crown-like spikes on the surface of the virus, which can be seen under a microscope, and COVID-19 is caused by a specific type of coronavirus known as SARS-CoV-2.
Examples:
Coronavirus antibody test kit. Coronavirus bankruptcy. Considering the situation of coronavirus, organized stopped this year's beer festival.
Biosecurity.
A set of measures and protocols designed to protect against the risks associated with the intentional or accidental release of biological agents, such as viruses or bacteria that could cause harm to humans, animals, or plants.
Examples:
Biosecurity measures. Biosecurity protocol. Researchers are developing new technologies to improve biosecurity in the agricultural industry.
Avian.
Relating to or characteristic of birds.
Examples:
Avian influenza. Avian habitat. The expert on avian species studied the behavior of different types of birds.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
Invade other tissues. Invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Corona.
A crown-shaped structure, often referring to the outermost layer of the sun's atmosphere. A family of viruses known as coronaviruses. A halo or aura around a celestial body, a circular pattern or shape.
Examples:
Corona layer. Corona outbreak. The coronavirus has caused a global pandemic.
Puke.
To vomit or eject the contents of the stomach through the mouth. To feel or experience extreme disgust or hatred.
Examples:
Puke my guts. Puke in the toilet. The smell of rotting food made him puke in disgust.
Eyeball.
The round part of the eye of a vertebrate that is usually inside the head and, therefore, cannot be seen.
Examples:
Eyeball motion. Redness of the eyeball. Increased eyeball pressure leads to the development of glaucoma.
Hemorrhage.
Profuse bleeding, often caused by a ruptured vessel.
Examples:
Hemorrhage from a breast. Hemorrhage control. He had a severe brain hemorrhage that left him paralyzed.
Pneumonia.
An infection or inflammation of the lungs, typically caused by bacteria, viruses, or other microorganisms.
Examples:
Bacterial pneumonia. Viral pneumonia. She was hospitalized with a severe case of pneumonia.
Zoonotic.
Relating to a zoonosis, which is a disease or infection that can be transmitted from animals to humans.
Examples:
Zoonotic diseases. Zoonotic transmission. The spread of the disease was due to its zoonotic nature, able to infect both humans and animals.
Abolish.
To do away with completely, to put an end to.
Examples:
Abolish slavery. Abolish censorship. The government voted to abolish the outdated law.
Hospitable.
Friendly and generous to visitors or guests.
Examples:
Hospitable environment. A hospitable welcome. He is a good-natured and hospitable man.
Plow.
A farming implement used for breaking up and turning over the soil, especially before planting. Verb, to turn over and break up the soil in preparation for planting crops.
Examples:
Plow equipment. Deeply plow the soil. The farmer tied the yoke oxen to the plow.
Ranching.
The practice of raising livestock, typically cattle or sheep, on large areas of land, often referred to as ranches, for meat, wool, or other products.
Examples:
Ranching industry. Cattle ranching. The government introduced regulations to ensure sustainable ranching practices.
Knack.
A special talent or ability that comes naturally or with practice, particularly in a specific area or field, a clever or shrewd way of doing something.
Examples:
Acquire a knack for painting. Artistic knack. She has a knack for solving difficult puzzles quickly.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Quarantine.
A state of isolation imposed on people or animals to prevent the spread of disease.
Examples:
Out of quarantine. Mandatory quarantine. Due to the outbreak, the government imposed a 2-week quarantine for all travelers.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
humming sound, hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Evade.
To escape from or avoid meeting someone or something.
Examples:
evade capture, evade an issue. The jailbroken criminal is continuously attempting to evade the cops.
Conceal.
To prevent something from being seen, found, observed, or discovered.
Examples:
conceal my identity. Conceal a close relationship. Despite the intense verbal abuse, she concealed her anger well.
Evasion.
The act of avoiding or escaping from someone or something, such as an opponent, a pursuer, or an unpleasant situation.
Examples:
evasion of responsibility. Take shelter in evasion. The evasion of his responsibility was reprehensible.
Contagious.
Able to be passed on to others through contact or proximity, especially by infection or disease.
Examples:
contagious enthusiasm. Contagious virus. The disease is highly contagious and spreads quickly.
Inequity.
A lack of fairness or justice, an unfair or unequal situation or practice.
Examples:
inequity in education. Market inequity. There's an inequity in the criminal justice system that needs to be addressed.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Rumor.
A piece of unverified information of uncertain origin that is spread by word of mouth.
Examples:
a false rumor. Rumor mill. There was a baseless rumor that the company was going bankrupt.
Stockpile.
A large quantity or reserve of goods or materials that are accumulated and stored for future use, often used for emergency or contingency purposes. Verb, to accumulate or gather a large quantity of something, usually for future use or as a reserve.
Examples:
stockpile weapons. Nuclear stockpile. The farmer had a huge stockpile of hay for the winter.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people. A person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Xenophobia.
Extreme fear or hatred of people from other countries.
Examples:
Suffer from xenophobia. Linguistic xenophobia. The xenophobia in society makes it hard for immigrants to assimilate and integrate.
Depress.
To make someone feel sad, low in spirits, or without hope, to make markets, businesses, etc., less active.
Examples:
Depress their spirits. Depress crop prices. The economic recession depressed the housing market.
Disgust.
A strong feeling of dislike or disapproval.
Examples:
Public disgust. Show disgust at his actions. He was filled with disgust and fear for the threat of war.
Sanitize.
To clean or disinfect something to make it safe or hygienic, to remove potentially harmful or sensitive information from a document or communication.
Examples:
Sanitize surfaces. Sanitize the kitchen. I always sanitize my hands before eating to prevent germs from spreading.
Unwashed.
Not cleaned or purified, untidy or unkempt in appearance or manner, lacking in refinement or sophistication.
Examples:
Unwashed hair. Unwashed vegetable. The dirty clothes remained unwashed in the hamper for weeks.
Fingernail.
The hard, slightly curved part that covers the outer tip of each finger.
Examples:
Fingernail biting. Fake fingernail. The car body scraped off with a fingernail.
Sneeze.
To make a sudden, involuntary expulsion of air from the nose and mouth, usually due to irritation caused by the presence of dust, pollen, or other irritants.
Examples:
Sneeze into my hand. Sneeze loudly. Whenever I get a cold, I tend to sneeze a lot.
Smoker.
A person who smokes tobacco regularly, or a device used for smoking.
Examples:
Smoker behavior. An inveterate smoker. Many smokers are aware of the health risks associated with smoking, but find it difficult to quit.
Quitter.
A person who gives up easily or does not have the determination to finish what they have started.
Examples:
Easy quitter. Serial quitter. He was labeled as a quitter after he abandoned the project halfway.
Agoraphobia.
An anxiety disorder characterized by a fear of open or public spaces, often resulting in avoidance of situations or places that trigger these fears.
Examples:
Agoraphobia treatment. Agoraphobia symptoms. People with agoraphobia may experience symptoms such as panic attacks, dizziness, and rapid heartbeat in certain situations.
Authoritarian.
Characterized by strict, absolute control and obedience to authority or rules, dictatorial and lacking in personal freedoms or individual rights.
Examples:
Authoritarian practice. Authoritarian government. The authoritarian leadership style left no room for dissent or alternative opinions.
Oversimplify.
To describe or explain something in a way that is too simple and no longer holds true.
Examples:
Oversimplify the problem. Oversimplify a complex reality. People may oversimplify natural phenomena due to the improved accessibility of knowledge.
Fury.
Intense and often violent anger.
Examples:
Market fury. Fury of the storm. The crowd's fury was palpable as they shouted and protested against the government's decision.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.